Last time, we finished with the basic, almost simplest program, Hello World. Today, we will continue where we left off. But first, a few notes.
What is the 40-year-old C++ programming language actually good for? It is good for gaming, making device drivers, imaging and video processing, for communication software in telecom and networking industries, and many more. Its specialty is speed and precision. Compared to the C language, you can do object-oriented programming in C++. C++ is a compiled language, which means that you need a compiler. Remember that compiled languages depend on the operating system on which they are compiled. You also need an IDE, Integrated Development Environment, like Dev C++. The IDE is what you code in. The C++ coding files end with the .cpp file extension.
You will always see a main function in a C++ program. All statements within a function are enclosed with the open and closing brackets. If you left them out, the compiler would not know where one function began and the next ended. The semicolon is what tells the compiler that the end of a statement has been found. You can place your code in multiple lines in the IDE as long as you indicate to the compiler when the statement should terminate. Forgetting a semicolon is one of a coder's biggest headaches. Writing code means clearly and concisely telling the program, in English, what you want it to do. All comments are ignored when the compiler creates your program. A compiler is a program that translates source code, written by you, into machine code, binary instructions that the computer's processor can execute. When declaring a variable, always put its data type in front of the variable name. In your variable names, you can't use special characters, spaces, or punctuation. Variable names also must not start with an underscore or a number. It depends on the size of the letters. C++ is a case-sensitive language. The data types like integer, float, double, etc. are used because we need to define the amount of computer memory for individual variables. We need to save as much memory as possible. It's the CPU, or central processor unit, that's responsible for translating your coding instructions into binary and storing them in memory.
The modulus operator returns the remainder of a division operation. It's a handy tool for looping through numbers and figuring out if the number is even or odd. Most basic math calculations have a corresponding library for you to use.
The smallest unit of memory is called a bit. A bit is either a 1 or a 0. The smallest amount of memory that you can allocate is a byte, which is comprised of 8 bits. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.